Oh, freaking Bulldog, the Holy Vampire. Uh, uh, I think it's like 6:30 in the morning, and uh, definitely got a, I got a, I got a headache. I got a headache, but it feels great. It's one of those, it's one of those gosh darn supernatural, spiritual things. Like I enjoy it. I enjoy I enjoy I gosh darn enjoy these headaches nowadays. I'm so used to them. It's like let me see how I'm doing. How do I feel? I'm like, oh my brain feels like mush. It's just like a dull pain. Like it's a different kind of headache. It's a different kind of uh, mental thing. And the reason why I can say that and why I've learned about that is that I can power up, and how it how it feels and how it moves to the background is completely different than, let's say, other uh, types of headaches, other types of conditions of the brain, if you will, that I've experienced in the past. Because I have been hit by cars. I have been too drunk when I was younger. I gave that up, by the way. Sober. Don't drink. I don't drink at all. Yeah, but anyways, my point is that it's a good kind of headache. So I'm like, I look like I'm freaking 24 years old, man, or younger. I don't know. It's so freaking funny. If I'm not in a certain transformation from just like I am now, trying, like whatever, just chill or whatever. I'm like, darn it, you guys, can't you see I'm mean and in charge? Can't you guys see that I'm a real mean guy? Can't you tell that I'm by the way I'm talking and my bad boy attitude, that I'm kind of older than I am. And then I look around and there's like a person's like, hey. And then inside I'm like, hey. I'm like, dang it. And like seeing my dad, I'm supposed to see my dad again today. He's supposed to come over. He's bringing his wife. She's great. She's really great. Anyways, I like yesterday with my dad, and I'm like, and I'm trying to take charge or whatever in certain ways. And with people, or just general, so I can not be treated like a young person, and we're looking around this person, hey, 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 yeah, whatever. And my dad's like, hey, mom, I'm like, hey, dad, yeah, let's go get a milkshake. And it's funny because they're like, oh, it's like, what? Like acting actually correct. To me that'd be correct. It's just like a milkshake. How old are you? Who are you? I'm not gonna even acknowledge you with an answer. And then as we're leaving, we pull in a Dairy Queen, and I'm like, yeah. And both of them suddenly turn young again, and they, my grandfather, my father, they're just like, yeah, this is the best. This is the best milkshake I've had in a long time, and it's great. Like I'm looking at the side of my head right now, and it's grossing me out a little bit. But it's like it's freaking because I'm not thinking about other things right now, right? It's talking about my headache and milkshakes or whatever. But the truth is, you know, taking other things into consideration, it's perfect. But I'm not. I forget what else. What else I was gonna say? Uh, yeah, I was gonna talk about how easy it is to get up in the morning. Like how much time does it take for me to get ready? How much time does it take for me to get out of bed, and you know not long at all, and I have the option of not doing anything, or just like 5 minutes, I was just ready to go. That's so freaking great. Uh, and I do appreciate it. I do appreciate that because I have I know for other people it's not so easy. So, and I know I want to say this, because there are some really beautiful women that I am friends with from a distance, because everything else in my life makes it. But when I see uh, a woman and she kind of has the same situation I do, where she sometimes I feel good for her. I'm like good, you know. It's nice seeing like the the makeup and the extra stuff, But I'm like, good, man, just relax. It's like I share that. Like I know that in a familiar way. It's the same way, both ways. It's like someone sees me who cares about me. They're like, hey, you look like you didn't do anything. Good. That's what you should be doing. So, so yeah. Uh, but know it's different. I know. Uh, Part of me wants to get going and just get some coffee. That's the thing. A major drawback about being at my grandparents' house is that there isn't coffee, which is interesting. It's like, what is forbidden? What do my grandparents forbid? And will always there were I will know with absolute certainty they will never be. One of those things is coffee, unless one of my family members brings it for whatever reason. But there will never be coffee. There will never be drugs. There will never be alcohol. There will never be cats, by the way. My family is absolutely, absolutely opposed to cats. You know what? And I completely flip and agree with them. And here's why: cats are cool. Cats are amazing creatures, amazing spiritual creatures. But I understand if you don't understand, if it creeps you out or whatever. I get it. And the men in my family are creeped out by cats. So there's something there. It's, I don't know what it is. It's in our blood. But we are dog people. That's for gosh darn sure. I'll tell you what. These dogs do not play around. Have you ever heard the expression, you better come correct, when dealing with certain people who take things seriously, or who want to, and who enjoy, which is most people, except, there are, there are guys in particular. It's not just guys, that's the thing. Especially not guys. You know, it's funny because guys are more, at times, it's usually accepted for guys to be direct. That's not the case, especially for certain guys. The guys expect you to come correct, but here's the thing: if you are bigger than these other guys, who are typically they're used to being the biggest, you know, pardon the pun, the biggest dog in the room, they will be indirect, and that's part of being correct. But what I'm saying is, I think what I wanted to say is that they want you to come correct, but they're assholes. But they're also what you would say submissive, and sometimes it's interesting when a very big dog of a man, his way of being submissive, because it gets complicated, and the person's you know I being ridiculous or being an asshole, you know, from a lot of experience in both those genres. It is fun. So if the conditions are right. But I realize that sometimes I do, and this is so funny. Like, something happened a few days ago. I didn't think much of it. I didn't think much of it at the time, but I'm like, man, you know what? The funny thing that I thought was funny and great, and it was a leadership moment, and it was freaking awesome. If I wasn't a big dog, so to speak, you know, if I wasn't a very, very, very big dog, that's that would have that would have been really, 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 really not okay. And I'm like, this is great. This is so great. Being a really, 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 really big dog to someone, and if you've known them, like this is another thing, like if you know them a long time, and there are some men out there who are very strong, scary animals of men, uh, and I know, I know very, very well that you need to come correct. It's so funny that like doing stuff not to them, but like stuff that would be extremely not okay to them. I'm not talking about terrible things. I'm not talking about like bad things. Just things that they would not accept because of their dominance. Yeah. It's so funny. And it's funny, like the feeling is like, oh, hey. And they're like, hey. After, establishing a relationship and understanding, whatever, respect and all that, or dominance or whatever. I was like, hey. They're like, hey, be funny. Like, what? Creepy guy with a smile? Creepy smile? And then, just go from there. But anyways. uh, anyways, I forgot what I was saying. I was going to say something else. I did. But, it don't matter. It don't matter. But no, I want to get going. I really do want some flipping coffee. Sit there and drink that coffee in my I wish there was a better word for what it is. It's not sadness. It's not anger. It's not sadness. It's not anger. It's not it. I, it's not anything in particular. It is just a big dog of a man sitting there experiencing a higher or lower, arguably, existence of. It's not pain, it's not anger, it's not rage, it's not fury, it's not happiness, it's not emptiness, it's not being crazy. But it's all of those things and none of those things at the same time, drinking coffee, being left alone. There needs to be a word for that. What's the word for that, you guys? What? Brooding? That's such a stupid word. I get mad. I make myself mad. I want to use that word. It's like, maybe that sounds appropriate. No. That's what little dogs will brood to me. No, I'm talking about what the biggest super dogs really, they don't enjoy doing it. It's just what they do. And it, but they have learned to enjoy it. It's in their blood. Oh, back to what I was talking about with the dogs that come correct. That's what I was trying to get into, but I got sidetracked. So the little dog, the sassy dog, she has her relationship right now. Like I have not seen in a while a dog that comes more correct. Like she acts more behaved when it's real time, when it's not just like bark 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 bark, but like when it's real time and like um she like looks at me, does like a little head turn. She looks at me, she like goes like this. Like she acts more correct than okay. It's not fair. There's some guys who come that quote unquote come correct around me when we have established relationships and stuff, and it's real time, But I mean, Sassy, the Chihuahua, like in my brain, when determining if a person is correct and showing me respect as a alpha dog, so to speak, I'm like, you know what, Sassy? You ever see that one friend who tries too hard that wants to hang out and they're doing things extra, like extra. I'm like, okay, Sassy, I understand. You want to hang out, be part of the team. And I can see it. I can imagine a situation where I'm hanging out with the guys and we're busy, we're doing things. It's a real situation. It's busy. We're serious. There's everything there that comes with it. There's competitiveness. There's everything. You want to hang out. I can see you, Sassy. I can tell that you speak our language. We can understand each other behaviorally. So I will consider your request. Little chihuahua. Like, Sassy, what are you doing over there? You're supposed to be in charge of this and this. Sassy just on her back rolling around. But I know she would not do that. That's the funny thing. I want to make fun of her for that. No, she would not be rolling around on her back. She'd taking it serious. That's what I respect in Sassy. Like, see it. I'm like, Sassy, this is relax time. Why don't you roll around on your back like be all happy? Sassy's like, I hear what you're saying. But this sounds like a trick. No, I'm going to keep trying my best. Take it serious. But when I feel like I'm not being tested, then I will consider it. But I'm here to learn and to work as a team, and to grow and develop, and be the best. Prove it to myself, everyone around, that I belong here and I belong in a higher status. And to be seen by you in a better way, because I need that. I want that. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to be recognized And then, all of that, I'll roll around my back and be happy. I said, all right. Glad you're on the team. She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get going. I'm ended there. All right, talk to you later. Bye.